Hey, Jason Nyback here from snowballsecrets.com. Head over there after this video so I can give you a free full video on how to get a massive amount of visitors to your site using the Snowball traffic system, which I've used to get over 1.2 million visitors to my site on total autopilot. Today, I want to talk about 3 expensive myths you need to avoid when trying to use Google AdWords. Google AdWords is a phenomenal source of traffic. Problem is, if you believe the myths that are out there, you could end up losing a lot of money or never actually succeeding at all or even getting started. So the biggest myth that people have is myth number 1 is that they want to use it in multiple markets at the same time. Here's the problem with that myth. It sounds good on paper because you're like, well, hey, if I can make, $100 a day in market 1, well, why not get like 50 markets and I'll make like 5,000 a day and I don't have to do anything. That's the problem. What you got to realize is your best strategy is to start out in one market and go real deep and just optimize that thing like crazy, because generally speaking, say you're paying 30 cents a click for a keyword and it's a lot easier to focus on one market and make, like, for example, $1 versus focusing on 20 markets and making like 35 cents a keyword. It just doesn't make sense because you've got that base of advertising you got to cover, so you want to make it as profitable as you can versus going into 45 different markets. Nothing wrong with becoming a conglomerate and going into multiple markets, just do it the right way. Myth number 2, I need a lot of keywords. Here's the thing, you can load up a lot of keywords, like thousands of keywords in AdWords. The problem is you got to make sure you're going to be profitable and that they're qualified in terms of what Google thinks, right? Because they've got quality scores and ad guidelines and all that kind of stuff. And so they're going to match up your keyword with your ad, with your landing page, with your site and go, well, that doesn't look relevant, right? So start out small. Don't try and be some super keyword ninja and think that you're going to, just beat out everybody because you've got 50,000 keywords in your campaign. If you do that, you could end up with a huge credit card balance. So what you want to do is just start out small, focus on one small ad group, and then branch out from there and look at it more as precision versus mass, like shotgun approach, carpet bombing, right? The third myth is that you can essentially, get cheap traffic in every market. Now, you can't go into every market because there's some markets that are so dominated by brand advertisers, you don't want to ever go in that market. So don't think you can go into every market. You want to find the sweet spot where there's not a lot of huge competition, but there's still enough competition where it's still profitable. It's kind of a tightrope, but once you get going and know what you're doing, you can find those super perfect markets. You can make a lot of money, get a lot of traffic, help a lot of people. Head over to snowballsecrets.com and look forward to talking to you and helping you out.